You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I am so happy to have Emilio Parga here from the Solace Tree joining us this afternoon. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So Emilio and I go back decades, and you have been with Solace Tree 23 years. Please give folks at home an overview of what Solace Tree does for our kids.
Yes. The Solace Tree is a nonprofit organization that helps children, teens, and adults who've had death in their life. And we're, peer support program, and it's a free program. And we go into homes, hospitals. We meet people at the organization and schools and businesses. And we just kind of help them get ready to either prepare the children for funerals or help the family navigate, going into the funeral and the grieving process or the service. Just getting it started.
And because of what you do and who you work with on this Mental Health Day, World Mental Health Day, I felt it's so important to have you here so that people understand how to even talk to their kids or communicate with our youth and get them to open up if they're not doing okay.
Yeah, we are in the business of having that intentional dialogue. A lot of times people don't want to talk about it at that time. But if we keep checking in with them, if we keep letting the children, teens, or adults, whoever it might be at any age, let them know that we're here and we're available and we're here to listen, then we just keep checking in with them and we become doers that way. Because it's hard at first, and not everyone's going to share their story because they also have, depending on their age, unprocessed grief. And unprocessed grief and unaddressed grief, if not, processed, can go sideways.
I mean, we even see that, Emilio, with adults, that unprocessed grief. And we had a guest on here last week who said, people will check in with you for maybe the first year, but then that check-in stops. But grieving goes on for life.
Yeah, grieving, it takes a lifetime, and we need to continue to check in past that first year. And it doesn't have to be every day, maybe not every week, but just, monthly, seasonal. I call it seasons of grief, where we all grieve, and then we grieve seasonally. Like right now, we all know it's the fall and the holidays are coming up. So this is a really good time as well to just check in with individuals, family, etc.
I can't believe taking a look at the numbers, first of all, Solace Tree, by the numbers, you've helped 9,873 children, 6,026 teens, and in that you've also helped 4,845 adults to have a total of 20,744. That is enough, Emilio, to fill the Aces Stadium 2 times.
2 times, absolutely.
That's a lot of people.
And they come from Elko, they come from Susanville, they come from Gardnerville, Topaz Lake, Lake Tahoe. They have come from far places.
And another staggering statistic, that 1 in 11 children in Washoe County will experience the death of a parent or a sibling by 18.
By 18, not including a friend, a pet, a caregiver, a foster parent. It's just a parent and sibling. So those numbers are very high. And before the pandemic, it was higher, and now it's lower. There's just a lot of, even though we have all these resources, it's just that's the number as far as children having a parent or sibling die.
So if somebody's child has experienced loss, or if there's a school that has many children who have experienced a loss, what kind of services does Solace Tree provide, and how do people do that outreach?
So the Solace Tree is just specifically for people who've had somebody die, but we also have a program called the Good Grief Project. It's in schools, and it's for kids and teenagers experiencing all loss. So incarceration, their parents are going through a divorce. I've even heard kids say, I'm also going through that divorce. Very profound. Foster care, maybe they moved and they're having some friendship or anger management issues, anger issues. So we have those programs to help kids, we help them navigate them with a school counselor and other kids experiencing other losses in their life, not just death.
Okay. And then how can we help as a community?
So it's a nonprofit organization. We work 7 days a week. So we work around, the school, hospitals, the state, different professionals. We're a complement to many, many professions here in town. We're always looking for donations because we provide free services and we need sponsors. So, we're just glad to do this 23 years later, and the community's been great, and we just need more support because it's just the times are different.
Okay. Contact information, website, phone number.
775-324-7723 is our office number. And then the solacetree.org is our website, solacetree.org.
Emilio, thank you. And as a parent, we're both parents here. Last words of advice to anybody watching at home.
We need to be mindful of what's happening with our kids, our kids, our teenagers, even as adults, as parents, just kind of checking in. So much unprocessed grief and unaddressed grief from the past catches up to marriages, relationships, professions. And we just need to be available to listen and check in with others, not just on anniversary days, but every once in a while, throughout the week.
Emilio Parga. You're watching 2+U Nevada.